Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. MrRecon here with another account overlook video for you guys. And guess what? We have Zoots, and he's back. His account is back, ladies and gentlemen. And bye, oh bye, it looks a lot better than what it used to. I went back and looked at the old video of his back in October. Looked at the account, what he had for girls, and then I compared it to what he's got now. And guess what? It's a lot better. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Your support's really appreciate it. Don't forget to smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen, and leave a comment down below and show Zoots some love for sharing his account again. So, let's just dive right into this. Let's go to the girls. Let's look at it. Let's pull up his little quote-unquote questions. Not really questions, but he says, hey, I'm back again. Changed a lot of things on my account. I need some help with everything. Like he says, everything. And if you can help me in my lineup thingy, I don't know why he said thingy, but, and stuff like that, and thank you. A lot of words of like in here and thingy and stuff. So, kind of generic, so we'll see what we can do looking at it. So, I'm going to look at this other wonderful page that I pulled up of his account. Back then he had 5 LB5s, a couple 10 stars, and 2 LB3s and 1 LB2. That's what he had. Now we have, looks like 8 LB5s, 3 more than extra, that's good, and 2 LB3s, 2 LB2s. We still have this rogue from last time. Anything else that's the same besides the Neff and the Apate, they're still here. And there's no Fenrir, there's no Vivian. We got a Monica now, Sivney, Angelica, Gwynna Bridget, Von Helsing. A lot of new stuff. We got a 10-star Migo on the way. The Linky at 10 stars good. The Vieira at 10 stars good. Cassie at 10 stars good. LB5 Sivney, that's great. You're working on your second Sivney, which is great. It's always good to have a second one. Hell, nowadays, getting 3 for Sanctuary is great. So, never have enough Sydneys at this point, it seems like. It's the new way of that. Frexy, get her to 9-star, 10-star at some point, if you can. That looks good there. But overall, looks great. You still have that rogue, though. I don't know what you're hanging on for her for some reason. You're just sentimental or something, but hey. You can axe her into something else if you want in the future. Nothing really good in humans to really use besides Monica to axe into since you're this far into the game. But, you can always wait for another human girl to come out. Holly, just pretty much using her in PvP right now. Don't really need to focus on using her. Probably, I'm assuming, Zoots, you're focusing on PvE more. As far as your PvP team goes, you have your Mia on the team in your F1 slot. I don't know if that's really a good idea. She's not really an F1 slot person. But you don't really have an F1 slot girl on your team, what I saw. Which we can show real quick. Yeah, I not really sure what we could use for you instead. I mean, you could maybe put your Izanami there, your Sivney. Something. I mean, you can't really put Von Helsing or Jello Carmonica there. To be realistic. I mean, I guess it all depends on who you're fighting in your server or your server cluster. If this is working for you, that's fine. But definitely don't like Mia there, but you don't have really an F1 slot girl. Like, you can use Holly or Lord Dracula right there is the best things to do, honestly. Lord Dracula's better than Holly. But that's all you got. That's all you got. But your Holly's only LB2. So, not really a very good one to use there anyways for potential-wise. Have we got any good antiques? The game is frozen. Oh, no. Or I wasn't just clicking right. I'm just going to click on this one. We're just going to look at what we got for gears. Looks like you got an Eternal Dawn. That's good. Wings of Icarus for your PvE stuff. Yep. So now it comes break down to this. When you've come to this point, you got some good girls. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this goes for everyone's account. When you've got to this point where you got your girls to LB5, you got a decent amount of them. You're kind of pushing to that. You're still in late game, trying to go into end game a little bit, right? Do you want to push for PvE or PvP? If you want PvE, start going for some pink 3 Wings of Icaruses. 1 Thorn's Heart, pink 3 there. You don't have to do that per se. That's usually just used for Sanctuary damage. But if you want to push for one, you can. Mostly, you're pushing for pink 3 Wings of Icaruses. Which, if you don't know, guys, is this one right here. The bottom one. After that, you could start pushing for, like, let's say you have 2 Wings of Icarus. Reality, you just need 1. Let's say you push for 2 pink 3s of them, right? Good to have a second one. After that, you're going to be pushing for fake crystals for energy feed, right? Can be used in Sanctuary and some other modes. Some modes it doesn't work out that great, but you're what you're going to be pushing for there. Other than that, we don't really have another per se good antique for PvE damage besides this right now. Maybe in the future we'll get one. At that point, then we would probably tell people to push for that one. But right now, it's not for that. Now, if you're going to push PvP, guys, Eternal Dawns, and an Echoes for your Lord Dracula, if you have it. If you don't, it's no big deal, right? Besides those two for PvP right now. Fake Crystal will work at some point again with energy feed. We're just not there in that meta right now. So we just need a girl that can do lots of damage really quickly to change that. And of course, Carnival Staffs. You might think this is silly, right? All it does is prevent stuns and give you some attack and HP. But the pink one, at least pink one, helps out. And the stun part of it is for the geisha. If people are trying to do a geisha cheese, with locking you out with stuns. That's why we keep a couple Carnival Staffs around. So pretty much, though, when you're first doing it right now, Eternal Dawns, you just want to grab as much of those as possible for PvP. Get an Echoes to make pink Echoes at some point for Lord Dracula. Pretty much the only reason you're going to use it for is on Lord Dracula. And then, of course, after that, Fake Crystals and Carnival Staff. Plus, you can have Carnival Staffs for Sanctuary, because you need 5 of them to really compete in the damage there for records. But if you're trying to at least push high, if you want to, if not, you need a Thorn's Heart and a Carnival Staff for that. A little complicated, but yeah. Which I should say, if you have more further questions on this, please use a Discord. People have been asking me where is this Discord stuff at. In the description of all of my videos, I have a link to my Discord. In my Discord, I have a link to the French, the Chinese, or the English Discord. The in-game, right, in-game, it has the English Discord automatically selected for you. That you can go in and click on it, and it will make you join the English one. But if you want to join a different one, whichever one you want, you can join. It's up to you. But mine is in the description of all my videos. Just reminding you guys for that. Okay? Now, as far as everything else, you're doing really good on Echoes of Time. You're on the second level, 54%. That's great. Patrol, I'm assuming your Nightmare 100, you're already good on that. House Exams, you're doing good on House Exams. Angel, 83. You're pushing Demon right there. You're good. Just keep doing that. What else? The Shrine, how good are you doing on the Shrine? 1594. Now with the Shrine, guys, it's kind of like, think of it like this. The first part is going to be like a PvP kind of setup, and the end one is going to be a little PvE. But you're going to have to, when you get to the final boss, guys, on the whichever one you guys choose to do, right? Before you get into it, before you start the fight, go into the gallery over here, right? And read their skills and what they do. So like for Mika, for instance, she's the boss currently on the first one, right? She targets backline enemies twice. So if you put your damage dealers up front, like if they're really squishy, put them on the front line, because on her active, they're not going to hit, right? And then put your other support girls on the back. And then, of course, with Gwen and Bridget, you're going to want to keep her off energy. That way it keeps you alive, because their other abilities bypass, like I say, use Izanami shields to stay alive. It'll bypass that. Also, Robbie's the other one, and you can pretty much use Izanami for that one. I haven't really done Robbie that much, but I can't say much on that one. But any other questions about modes, I should say in general, guys, use the Discord. Please use the Discord. Everything else looks good, Zoots. You pretty much improved. At this point, I would say another Sivney. Work on your Mia to help you out there. Diana for tests, if you haven't been pushing tests. 995. You're a little bit stuck, but you're pretty close to finishing that. Don't forget to do this, guys. Very important, Zoots. If you see this video, please finish your old campus. Please finish it. Don't leave it like this. Guys, finish it. Get as far as you can at least. If you got to do all 10s, at least get the free stuff out of these boxes. Okay? At least do that. Every time. But at this point, Zoots, you need to either transition going after at PvP antiques or PvE antiques. And when you've got one side of it locked down, then you can go to the other side. So let's say if you got all your PvE antiques, I can't say that today, done and finished, right? You got pink ones and you're ready to go. You then can progress to PvP, but you can still build PvP girls. But it's better to focus, if you're not spending a lot, on one antiques over the others to make it simple. I would go with PvE, honestly, because there's more content to do with that than there is PvP. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So I would focus on PvE antiques first, and then go into PvP. So that's just my little 2 cents on that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Zotsukun look a lot better, I'm not going to lie, compared to what it did when we first saw it. And if you guys want to know what it looked like the first time, you can look up the account. It's going to be on the playlist of account Overlook playlist on the channel. You can go back, find the video on Zotsukun on his old account. Look at that one, and you can see the progression of how he's done so far. It's been what? 5 months? 6 months? Not bad. It's pretty good. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe out there. It's a crazy world. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.